YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video. I appreciate you, a lot of you, all of you. Y'all turned up on the last video, man. Y'all went crazy with the likes, y'all went crazy with the views, and y'all gotta be hitting the sub button because I'm gaining subs, bro. So I appreciate you all. That was a pretty good build. I think that last build was one of the better protuned builds we had seen. So I do really like that it's getting the respect it deserves, you know? But there's one thing. I keep telling y'all gotta watch longer than 2 minutes of the videos, bro. Y'all got to. I need y'all to. Come on, like, be real ones. Be real ones, bro. I'm asking y'all. I'm begging y'all. Please, just watch more than 2 minutes of the video. But nah, man, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that post notice button. You don't want to miss an upload. We're uploading builds all the time. And with that being said, we are back today with another protuned build. So let's get right into it. Today, position, we got shooting guard, best skill, outside shooting, archetype, instrument of buckets. Now, I really like that build name. That's actually like one of the more fire build names on this game. The build is inspired by Bradley Beal. I don't like that it's Suns Bradley Beal. It needs to be inspired by, like, you know, Washington Wizards Bradley Beal. That Bradley Beal was a demon, bro. And I think, like, this year he's just taking a back seat and he's accepting being the third option on the team with KD and Devin Booker. And you kind of can't expect him to want to come out and be one of the top two options because, no offense, but they might be better than them. But description, we got top-notch all-around scorer. Gets his shot off from every location on the floor. An opportune ball thief defensively. Stature, height 6'4", weight 175, wingspan 6'8". So you get a 6'4" build with a 6'8" wingspan. I kind of like that. The 6'4" is really dominating the game, even though you don't get that many marksman badge. I think the 6'4s are like the best guard build heights because you're bigger than every like smaller guard still. And if you want to put defense on these builds, you can. And you can put more weight on them. So they're just, I feel like they're a little bit more versatile. You can put higher dunk. You can have a high three-pointer while still having a high ball handle and high speed with ball. Well, let's get right into the attributes. Close shot, we got 78. I'm cool with that. He's not really a close shot type of player. Drive and layup, you get an 85 though. So I do like the 85 because Bradley Beal is a good finisher at the rack. He does get buckets. He is, you know, he can fillet it. He can up and under it. He can jelly it. Nah, but he can really finish at the rack. So I do like that they gave him an 85. Driving dunk, you're going to get a 93. Okay. I don't know what Bradley Beal this is. But 93 is crazy in my opinion. I think that's really high for Bradley Beal. Maybe like 83, but 93 is wild. But I appreciate it because if you're going to make this build, you're going to be able to boom on people. Standing dunk, you're going to get a 40 as expected. Post control, you're going to get a 43. Like I said, as expected, Bradley Beal doesn't play out of the post. On to the shooting, you're going to get a 93 mid-range, which I really, really like. This is his bread and butter right here, shooting the ball. Bradley Beal, when he was coming to the league, they were trying to compare him to Ray Allen. Young Ray Allen is more like Bradley Beal, though, because he was finishing at the rack, playing off the dribble, and that's more Bradley Beal's game. But 93 mid-range is really, really good. You're going to get set shot specialist Hall of Fame, so you can't be mad at that. And you're going to get shifty shooter gold, so I do like the 93. And to pair with that 93 mid-range, you're going to get an 89 three-pointer. So you're going to have silver limitless range on this build. The build is going to be able to shoot the lights out, bro. Like, the only way you're not going to be able to shoot on this build is if you're trash, and that's just the truth. I get the game can be hard. It can be hard to shoot for people, and it's inconsistent, and RNG. But 89 three-pointer with a 93 mid-range, bro, you shouldn't have too many problems. I'm not going to lie. On to the free throw, you're going to get a 79 free throw, so you will be able to knock down those free throws if you go to the line. On to the playmaking, you're going to get 78 pass accuracy, so you'll be able to throw them dimes. You're going to get silver dimer. You're going to get versatile visionary. You're going to get break starter. You're going to get some really good passing badges, you know, the main ones. You're going to get them with this build. Ball handle, you're going to get a 93. So with that, you're going to get that ankle assassin on gold. You're going to get handles for days on gold. You're going to get unpluckable on gold. I really do like that they gave him the 93 ball handle because it's really needed on these 6'4 guards. And I mean, 93 is just perfect. I think that's the perfect value for ball handle. If you can go higher, of course, but if you can get 93 on a build, you got to get 93, bro. Speed with ball, you're going to have an 86. So you're going to have gold lining launch. So the build is going to be able to move around, bro. You're going to be able to get a bucket. Like, you got high driving dunk, you got higher layup or above average layup, and you got really high shooting. And then to go with that, you got really high ball handle. So the build offensively, like they said, it's an instrument of buckets, top notch all around score. That is facts. But then we get to the downside. Defense. Interior defense, you're going to get a 33. Not the best. I agree with it, though, because Bradley Beal is not a defensive player. Perimeter defense, you're going to get a 74. Once again, I'm fine with that because you're going to get a couple badges, and Bradley Beal is just not a perimeter defender. Steal, you're going to get a 73. This is kind of crazy, but I like it because this is kind of how they're making the smaller guards this year. You're like, you got a little bit of perimeter and then some steal. So I like the 73 steal. You're going to get glove with that. Block, sadly, you're only going to get 37, so no high flying denier. You won't be getting the best badge in the game. It's all the most reliable badge in the game. You won't be getting it. So on to the rebounding. You're going to get 25 offensive rebound, 41 defensive rebound. You're a 6'4 guard. You're Brad Beal. Brad Beal is not a rebounder, bro. Like, he's just not. So I'm fine with how they did that. I do wish the build had rebound chaser, but it does not. So it is what it is. On to the physicals, you're going to get 83 speed, and I like that because Bradley Beal is fast. He's a little bit less quick than he is fast, so I like the 83 speed. And like I was saying, he's a little bit less quick than fast. You're going to get 79 agility. That I don't like too much. I do think it needs to be at least 80 or higher, but 79 isn't terrible, so I'm fine with that. Strength, you're going to get a 48. I'm cool with that. He's not a very strong guard, bro. So I understand the 48 strength. And then vertical, you're going to get an 80 vertical. Now, once again, I don't know where they got this notion that Bradley Beal is just booming on people. I guess they were trying to make Bradley Beal, they were like, let's just make Bradley Beal very, very, a high flyer. Let's make him a really good high flyer. I don't know where they got it from, but that's all for the attributes. I really do like the attributes. I'm not going to lie. There are a couple things I don't like that just don't relate to Bradley Beal. But the build itself with the attributes, I think is fire. I think it's a really good 6'4 build. On to the badges. Legend, sadly, you're not going to get any badges. But Hall of Fame, you're going to get Aerial Wizard and Set Shot Specialist. Set Shot Specialist is probably the best shooting badge on this game. You're going to need it. I like that you get it on Hall of Fame. Gold, you're going to get Ankle Assassin, Deadeye, Handles for Days, Lightning Launch, Posterizer, holy crap, on gold is crazy, Shifty Shooter, and Unpluckable. I really like that. You're going to get some good gold badges with this build. Onto the silver, you're going to get Break Starter, Dimer, Float Game, Interceptor, Layup Mixmaster, Limitless Range, Off-Ball Pest, and Slippery Off-Ball. So you're not going to have a lot of perimeter defense, but you get Interceptor and Glove to go with this build. And then you get Interceptor on silver, so you'll at least be able to help out a little bit defensively. But you also get Silver Limitless Range, which I think is a really good badge. I think Silver is what I have on my guard build, my 6'4". And I think Silver is perfect, bro. I'm not going to lie. Especially if you get Takeover, you really don't need higher than Silver. Limitless Range. But onto the bronze badges, you're going to get Challenger, Glove, On-Ball Menace, Paint Prodigy, Pick Dodger, and Versatile Visionary. You get some good bronze badges. You get some badges that you're going to need with you having a smaller guard. I do like the defensive badges that you get along with it. So I think the build is pretty nice. We're going to hit continue, see what other shades we get. Of course, you're going to get Bradley Beal, J.R. Smith, and Donovan Mitchell. And y'all didn't like the Donovan Mitchell build too much. So hopefully y'all like this build a lot more. But those are really good shades. I can see that in these build. In this build, especially J.R. Smith with the high flying stuff. Like that's where they were going with that. They had to be going with that. But your archetype, Instrument of Buckets, I think it's a fire build name, really fire build name. The build itself, I also think is really good, but it being Bradley Beal kind of throws me off. So you guys let me know in the comment section how you feel about the build. Is it fire? Is it trash? If you don't care about the build name, what would you change to make this build any better? And if you got cap breakers, tell me where you would put the cap breakers on this build. You guys let me know. Like I said, I think the build is pretty good. The build being Donovan Mitchell, graded A to F. I'm gonna have to give it, I'll give it a B+ because it's pretty close to him, but that driving dunk just threw me off. I don't know who they think he is. But this build being able to be used in all game modes, I'm gonna give it an A- because it's gonna be harder to use this build in 1v1s unless you're matched up against the guard. If you get matched up against the guard, you'll be fine. But outside of that, you'll be able to use this build everywhere. The 2s, the 3s, and the 5s. You're gonna be the perfect guard. You can play the 1 or the 2 with this build, and it's gonna work out perfectly because you can score, and you can play a little bit of defense, and you can pass the ball. So I do think this is a fire build. Once again, you guys let me know how you feel about the build in the comment section. And hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications. And if you made it this far, I appreciate you. That's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.